Alright, this is a bit of an intro to what we've done. So finished product, finally.
Well, nearly finished. It's still a bit of little things to go. But we thought we'd show you so far what we've done. So here we have our shed. So we just built it out of, what are they called?
I can't remember now.
Anyways.
Shiplap,
yeah, shiplap panels. They were indoor ones, but we painted them. And then we've basically got our inverter, all our hoses and cords, everything we kind of need. We've got all our batteries set up down the front and all our controllers and stuff there. Vaughn's done an amazing job with everything.
Try and get a shot of just that. So
we've got our little fireplace, which we've actually used a lot. A little winter oil fireplace we got when it was on special. We've got a spare panel, fishy's bed, all our windy things for our awning, and then all our chargers, like all our tool chargers and everything.
And then that's sort of just a mixed bag of USB charging and stuff, just so it's easy.
Spares and things, like spare paint and stuff like that.
Paint for that, and then leveler blocks. The other leveler, the red section, so those 2-part levelers are up there, and a tap key, essentials.
Yes.
And then a cute little outdoor light comes on at night. We put that on magnets so we can turn it off because sometimes you don't want it.
Yes. So.
And then the door was made by my dad.
Yeah, he did an amazing job actually. It was just like a door, a fridge panel, and it was shit.
Yeah, it was not very good.
The handle never closed.
Just a couple of nice big black hinges. Just something we wanted a little bit more homely.
This is our awesome fly screen from Bunnings. So we've made that all custom by cutting it.
Yep, big job.
Everything magnets, so
sticks away.
It's just easy.
We can rip it off when we don't want it. Cool. Let's just start up the front.
Yeah, so this is like all our wardrobe storage. We did plan to have another white one down the bottom, but then we didn't account for the height of the floor, so that's just spare storage, which has actually been pretty useful.
Works well as laundry.
Yeah, we put all our laundry stuff under there. We've got all our shoes near the door. We've got all our like tech cameras and stuff up the top. We had a spot for documents because you need a spot for documents. And then that's just like our bottom drawer.
That's where everything gets jammed in at the moment.
Yeah.
Until it gets a permanent home.
A little shelf so we can shove our keys and stuff.
Little entryway.
Which is pretty good. And then anything that we want to hang goes in here, or anything long.
Yeah. So what have we got in there? Just got dress shirts, big jackets. We usually
got a mop.
Our clothes horse in there as well. Fits really well.
Yeah.
A fishing rod.
Yeah, just all those long things. And then up the top, just bulky items.
Bags, big hats.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Smoke alarm.
Yeah, so then we've got 2 massive benches, which is pretty good. And then we've still kept the full use of the benches by, you know, using this over the sink. And then also we've got little portable induction cookers. So we just yank them out when we want to cook. And then otherwise, yeah.
We'll just chuck that up there. Got a power point down the end. Plug that in. And that goes no worries. Can run 2 of them. So it's
pretty good. They're awesome to cook on. We've got our fridge here, so this just slides out. We actually fixed the drawer runners yesterday because they were really clunky.
That's for you.
So we've got our fridge compartment that side, and then our freezer that side. But you can actually run both as freezers or both as fridges, or swap them around if you want. So locks in
it's a little bit noisy, that fridge, but I think it's better than the angles, to be honest. From what we've run, the 2 angles in here previously as freezers when we needed more food when we were working, but yeah, they were noisy as compared to the kicker, so that's done really well in my opinion.
Yeah.
Moving on.
2 overhead cupboards, so all our light things we store in there. Same with
plates
the other
and stuff.
side.
Yeah. Got our coffee machine, first aid gear, and what's that one? Blender equipment.
I think that's
I think it's blender. Yeah. Oh no, containers. Yeah, you're right.
So And this is like all our kitchen cleaning stuff all under here. So it's been a really handy little section as well.
Really good. Glad we utilised that.
Everything's pretty minimal. We only got
goes all the way back as well, so got a little bit more storage up the back. Try and keep it simple.
And then that's our second drawer with all the second drawer things you put in the second drawer.
Salt and pepper apparently as well. Belongs in the second drawer.
I don't know where else we could have put that.
Yeah. This thing's been great. The magnetic block kitchen warehouse.
Really awesome. We've got another knife, but it's but like they're awesome knives too.
Yeah.
And then underneath we've got like our bins. So we've chucked our bins, and we've got like a little evaporative cooler that we grabbed the other day. There's extra storage at the back on the top of the wheel arch.
Just got some collapsible buckets and stuff that you might need.
Yeah.
Never know.
Oh, that's a switch for our pump.
Isolate the water pump. We're working on it, not using it, whatever. Just in case. It's been really handy actually.
Yeah, and then like under this bench here we've got like Ziploc bags, cling wrap, all that stuff. All our breakfast stuff, and then most of our baking and like starchy things like
pasta and rice
and stuff. And
just
then down
as much
the bottom
as we can carry.
Pretty much all our cooking utensils, so pots,
pans, grater.
Got like a bit more storage under there where our pan lives. I didn't realise we hadn't used all that.
Oh, it's where my computer goes.
Oh yeah, it is too.
It's where my laptop goes.
And then
Just
that's our
snacks, wraps and stuff.
And then this is kind of all our more of our dry food storage.
Yeah, so pasta sauces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just found these. Where do we get these containers? Bunnings.
Bunnings, yeah, and they fit perfect across.
There's little rollers at the back of them as well, so they sort of like roll out.
Don't fall out when you dry.
Yeah. The side ones are locked in because they hit the timber, but the middle one doesn't move at all.
No, it's been really good.
Even though it's actually still quite light.
Yeah.
And then next to our induction cookers, we just got tea stuff, tea bags and tea leaves and whatever you want.
And then this is like our lounge room area / dining area. So we like made this table recently because we figured out if we're going to be working on the road, we're going to need somewhere to work. So Vaughn come up with this awesome little table design. And it just folds down like that. And then like it's big enough that we can both have like our laptop and second monitor. And we can shimmy around. We could probably fit 4 people here for food to have a meal together. And yeah, it just folds up out of the way, which is pretty easy.
Try and keep it simple.
Yeah. And then under here, like under each of our seats at the back, we've just got a ton of storage. So
it's like our long storage.
Yeah,
so
we don't...
cold and warm clothes for when we're not using them, and toilet paper and
spares.
Paper towel and just stuff you need, just not all the time.
Yeah, so we've got like our sheets in this one, toilet paper, our little washing machine for emergencies.
Yeah.
Spare towels.
And then that side's the same, just more clothes, I think, isn't it? Clothes and bedding.
Yeah, clothes, shoes, like shoes that we don't need at the moment. Just a whole bunch of stuff that we'll probably use next season. And then our bed, which has been a nightmare. I don't know if the camera will show the pulley system that we've come up with.
So what we've got, I'll show that from this angle. So that's just a little hand wound boat winch. So that locks in both directions if you click it over. So what happens is that main line runs over to this pulley, and then from that point it joins onto 4 cables running back this way to the other side of the bed frame, and then from there they tee off to each corner of the bed, and we just have on each corner a little this chain's rated, weight rated, so we just hook that on, so if it does fall it will grab it and stops it where it's going. I guess just before we'll show you that, we've got a projector screen. Do you mind just winding that down?
Sure. I might need you to grab it on that side.
Oh yeah, no worries. So a little projector screen. Oh, the fan's still out. So this is probably the most dual functioning thing we've got in here. Works well. So we have it down like this when we're trying to get the trying to get it nice and cool in here, because the aircon blows straight out of that into it, and then it sort of forces it down, so it cools up the center of the house pretty quick. And it stops, because if you run it, it just cools the top of the bed and then dissipates before it even gets into any area. And then
this is if we want to watch a movie on the couches. So on the other side of this, there's plenty of room. Plenty of projector screen area, so we just basically put the projector on our little stool down there and sit that on the table, and then it's at the perfect height for the movie to project.
So we can just hang out, eat dinner here, and watch a movie or do whatever.
And then the other good thing about this position is the bed can be all the way down. Like if Vaughn can get up early or I can get up early, and we'll just wind that down so that the other person can still sleep, because it just keeps it nice and dark in the bed area, because the bed comes all the way down to here.
Yep.
But yeah.
Cool. Alright, we'll get this all sorted out and then wind the bed down. Have a quick squeeze above that. Cool. And then we just chuck the pillows where they belong.
Yep. And then this is our bed space.
Yep, still, so it's a queen bed. Yeah, and that works really well for us.
Yeah, and then this little fan.
Little Sirocco fan.
Absolutely awesome.
So if you don't know about these things, they use 2 parts no power. They gimbal really well, so that can turn all the way that way and then all the way down, up, whichever way you want it to, really. So that works really well.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's just got little magnetic curtains to go over the windows, magnetic fly screens.
That's what we're hoping they're gonna look like. I ran out of Velcro before to fix it.
Yeah, just put Velcro around the tops, magnets around the bottom, so then you can still reach in there and close the window.
One day we'll get fancy and get proper ones.
Yeah, we'll do something proper. Yeah.
But yeah, and then if we want to watch a movie in bed, we just like wind down the projector screen. We hang our projector on these little clips here, and then we can also just watch a movie in bed, which is quite nice. But yeah. And I guess the only other thing to mention, now 2 windows either side, they can actually open like awning windows as well.
Yeah, they louver out like that. I think they go about 90 degrees out, don't they?
Pretty
Not
much,
quite.
nearly, yeah.
Just about, yeah. So they they're really good dual purpose windows. So you can just slide where the latch is there across, and then it just opens this gap up to halfway, and then if you have it out, you just close that and then push that out, and then you can have it with a bit of rain and it won't really matter too much. Sort of exactly how the other ones are opened out there.
And you can, with this trailer, you can actually open the back tailgate down.
Take the back tailgate down, and we can unbolt that table if we needed to as well. We made that removable, just in case.
If we want to.
And then the Godomatic IBIS 4 as well, and we can run that off the battery. So that's that was a must.
Yeah.
Draws 800, 900 watts at full tilt, so it's pretty good considering.
And we'll give you a tour of our toilet and shower a bit later. We've got to do a bit more cleaning.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a bit messy. It's also like our laundry, and kind of where we put our shopping bags. What else do we put in there? Like our shower stuff, so that's all in a bag in there as well.
So that when we stop somewhere, it's just ready to go. We don't have to stuff around too much. It's always in the same spot.
And we put anything like water orientated in there as well. So we've got a couple of little 10-litre water jugs. We just chuck them in there, so if they do leak while we're on the road, they're just gonna leak in the shower, which will be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Keep it nice and easy.
We actually love this. It's been super cozy.
Yeah, and it looks really small from the outside, but when you step in, it feels like this big space.
Yeah, so no, we're really happy with how it's come out. I've just got little bits and pieces to finish off just to neaten it off, but
yeah,
it's kind of why we haven't done a video yet.
Yeah,
because we kind of wanted it to be finished, but obviously these things never get finished.
Yeah, but best thing is the fact that that's 2.4 meters.
Yeah.
So you can jump in here and it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Not going to bonk your head.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the other thing is we've also got a just a little selfie antenna. Just got a little UHF stick mounted on the roof, just to boost the signal. Just because sometimes we've found that just out of range, can't quite get it. We've had a few issues with that, and I'd be hesitant to buy it again. It's not been idiot proof. We've had to cycle it, like just turn it off and on repeatedly to try and make it work.
Yeah, I didn't refresh it.
It sort of sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, so it's a little bit hit and miss. And when you're sort of relying on it for stability, it's not what you're getting. So, oh well, it's better than nothing. But when you pay $1,000 for it, you'd hope it works.
Yeah.
Oh well.
More consistently than it has
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, a little bit better than it has. Yeah, there's a couple of other videos out there with a few different setups.
We've got a little travel buddy oven too.
Better not forget about that. So this step is actually, well, seat I should say, is actually really good. So if it's raining outside or whatever, we can put our shoes on and stuff here, and it's it's just a nice little like spot.
Yeah, one of us
nice and big.
sitting on there while the other one sits on our little stool that we have.
Yeah. So this is travel buddy, and yeah, that works really well. It's quite big, and it actually, just by coincidence, fits a Weber pizza stone.
Yeah, which.
So good things are to come. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. And then just under here we've got a little bit more storage again. That's a bit of baking trays and stuff, and a sewing kit, just in case.
And we have a dog that travels with us, Fish, and she usually, her bed's all at the back here, and her food's underneath the fridge there, so.
Try and keep everything in a nice, easy to get to location for her. Yeah.
But it's been going really well.
Yeah. Fish likes it.
Yeah, Fish loves it in here because she loves being under things. So.
Yeah, little cubby.
It's like her perfect little house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well,
we'll do a tour of the toilet and shower next time.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
See ya. So this is our toilet and shower area. We just use this little screen just to keep it separate. But this is generally how we travel. We do have a laundry bag that sits in that corner, but we leave our 10-litre water drums in there, and that's our geyser shower system. So we don't have a normal shower system in here, but that seems to work really well. It conserves water.
Use I think it's 3.5 litres, a gallon, American gallon for both of us, pretty much.
Keeps it warm and it pumps it out through a sponge, so it's quite good.
Yeah.
And then
Geyser, isn't it?
Yeah.
For those who are wondering.
We've got a couple of hooks up here. These are for our towels, so we hang them up there.
Exhaust fan.
Got an exhaust fan. Still need to wire that up.
Whoops.
Oh, there's a sponge for the geyser. Yeah, I was looking for that before. So we usually keep our toilet rolls in these because they're really handy to take if you like just need to go to a public toilet with them or something like that.
Doesn't look like you're carrying toilet paper.
Yeah, it's like a really awesome little thing. We've got like our shower bags here, and then that's all our shopping bags and stuff that we need to grab for shopping. So I'll just take these out of here.
And then we've got the same, that's what we use for our laundry bag, so we just keep shampoo and body wash and stuff in there, so
yeah,
whenever we need to go to the shower it's all ready to go. No stuffing around trying to figure out what you want and always forgetting the right thing.
this is our toilet. So we hunted and hunted and hunted for something. We kind of wanted to go down the compostable avenue, and this is kind of only really for emergencies. Like, we've used it while we've been farm work or doing farm work and stuff like that as an emergency. But it's also pretty good, like, if you want to go to the loo at night and you don't want to walk through the dark in a weird, dodgy place. So, but basically it's a Kildwick, like the components are Kildwick, so it's a German company. This toilet seat's just from Bunnings, but this is this is a separator, so it separates your urine and your solids. So
it's all one fixed piece. So
yeah, but you can cut. You can cut it as is. They sell like a complete toilet or a toilet that you assemble yourself, or then they also sell just the plastic components, which is what we grabbed because none of their toilets would have fit in how we wanted it to fit. So we built the.
And also shipping was about as much as the actual product itself coming from Germany.
So here we can store all our dunny rolls. We've just been using kitty litter in here. So just put a bit of kitty litter in the bottom, and then
that's the poo compartment.
Yeah, and then
the poo box.
And
then the urine.
That. So yeah, we just give it a little wash out before, but we've got all our toilet paper. We've got like a little scrubbing brush that's designated for the toilet if we need to use
just because you got to get rid of all the remnants.
Yeah, and then we've got all our there's vinegar in here, which is supposedly neutralizes the smell. I haven't really found it has. There's not too much of a smell, but
yeah, stay hydrated. It smells less.
Yeah. So and then we keep our like toilet bags, like our toilet bags in there as well.
Yeah, and green bags. Yeah, bin bags.
So with this toilet, we can actually remove it. It's just sitting in here, so we can take it outside, take the bottom off the box, and then use it as a drop loo if we really wanted to set an outside toilet up if we were based for a while somewhere. So that was kind of the idea of that. In terms of showering, we basically just get rid of those, pop that up there and get it all ready, and then we just put, like I just shoved that over the top of the toilet just to try and protect the wood from any water, but with that there's really minimal splashing anyway. It's not really
because it's coming out of a sponge. It's sort of like if you're washing the dishes, I guess, but the water's always coming out the sponge. It just doesn't.
Yeah, so
it doesn't splatter everywhere.
What it's coming out. So it's really like conservative of water. And then to wash, like if I want to wash my hair, I can just take this little attachment off and like use just the water. Straight, yeah. Coming
it just
out
squirts out. So that's got a little quick connect fitting on the top. So that's your water compartment. You can store your hose, sponge and electrical cord in there without obviously any moisture in there, otherwise it gets a bit rank. So that stores nicely into there, and then this has got all of your functions on it. So pump off too hot, so it'll stop if it's too hot because it'll burn out the pump, and it will just tell you if it's below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's too cold for you or whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. We generally don't use this as a heater, but you can. So you can have it set to heat, and then you let it heat up for a little while. It'll say heating water, and then you got to have your lid secured, and then low water when blinking, and then power on. So you need all those lights as they should be. So basically you run the heater until it's hot. It'll tell you, so below, at 95, or too hot. So aim for the middle one, and it'll be good to go. And then if you turn that to off, it's just off, and then on pump it'll just run the pump, And then on this hose as well, it's got a little control valve, so if you got too much water coming out, you wind it back. If you want more, wind it forward.
Yeah.
But that's that. It's very conservative. With what we do, we try and use as little as possible. So
especially when we're not near a river or anything, it's a bit hard.
When we're just travelling between places and we're only getting water every couple of days or weeks or whatever.
That's what it looks like. So my awesome friend Jonathan designed this. He's from Texas, I think.
America.
I can't remember exactly where he's from. Anyways, I met him at a troop carrier meet, and he had a prototype of this, and then I helped design all the artwork on the outside, and he's just taken off with it. He's doing really well. So
But
yeah.
Good little product, that one.
Yeah, and then we can just like grab this and go full driving if we want a shower while we're not in this. So that everything we kind of has.
Everything has a dual purpose.
Everything has a dual purpose.
We don't have anything that has a single purpose.
We'll try not to anyways.
Yeah.
And then
if it is, it's got to be light.
This is just where we're keeping all our shampoo and stuff as well, like the dog shampoo as well. All fishies stuff stays up there. So we've got a spot for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shower and
That's pretty much it. And the other thing we forgot to mention was the floor.
Oh yeah.
That so what we do with that is we've just got rugs down because it makes it a little bit nicer, a little bit quieter, and a little bit more homely.
Easy to keep clean too.
Easy to keep clean. And yeah, if it gets dirty, you just grab the mat, chuck it outside and bash it out, whatever. So these are just IKEA floorboards. Couldn't pronounce the name if you asked me to, but we've just cut them in, made it look as nice as possible, as you saw previously. And yeah, we put a floor in initially, and it was the start of winter, so it rained. Turns out the house wasn't fully waterproof, so we had to do that twice, unfortunately. So we decided that in the case that things did get wet again, we wanted to be able to pretty much rip everything out and clean it up, start again, have it removable, because we don't want to put it down, have it go mouldy, and then pose either a health risk or just be flooded all the time. So yeah, we can rip that up, and then underneath that we've just got matting from like gym matting, pretty much, from Clark Rubber. And
it's all modular as well, so we can take it all out in sections.
Yeah, we've cut that into sort of sections down the aisle and underneath the cabinetry and stuff. So that that's really handy. We've had a spill already actually, so forgot to put a lid on a jug, and and then it sort of went everywhere. So it's been super handy having that design like that. So
just whip it out and dry it, and chuck it back in, so rather than everything going mouldy. Yeah,
probably would do it a little bit differently if we were to start from scratch. Probably get something, a finished product that is the floor, rather than, because under all this is checker plate. Didn't think I was gonna worry about that too much, but it's not very sturdy and it sort of dips everywhere.
And it's cold.
And it's always cold, so it's not been ideal.
This feels quite good underfoot, like it's spongy, but it doesn't feel like metal.
It's fixed our issue with the checker plate. Yeah, but otherwise it's been suitable.
And then to vacuum, Vaughn has had this for ages. It's a little Milwaukee like tool,
just a work site
vacuum.
Works really well.
Awesome.
Better than most house vacs anyway.
Yeah, it obviously just takes like
it's got a little
normal battery.
Just a little 18 volt battery in them. It's probably a Makita version, pretty much identical I can imagine. But yeah, just chuck a battery in there. Go for your life.
It's got 2 attachments that live in there.
And then the hose tucks in there, so everything's a nice little box. Beautiful.
Yeah.
But that is good. So it's great not having something that needs to plug in, and you know, you can just use it to clean the cars out, and wet and dry vac as well. So if we are in a bit of strife and we need to vacuum out some water, it's not a worry. Easy to clean, bagless, all the good things that
better than a Dyson.
Yeah,
did I just say that?
Most things are. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Magnetic scissors.
Yes.
Everything with a magnet.
Try to make use of like magnets to things, seeing we have magnetic
on the
walls.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's kind of the full tour now, hey?
Yeah. We're upgrading our solar panels.
Yes.
Hopefully in the next probably week. But we've just got to...
Well, we've just got two individual panels that sit behind the aircon unit, and they just sit either side here. Yeah.
Yeah, so roof. One on that side, one on that side, and then there's a little walkway up the middle if you need to get on the roof.
What are they at? They're
280s, I think. 280 watt panels with two 20 amp controllers running both of them, all Victron gear. So yeah, we've ordered 900 watts to beef it up a little bit because they've kept up, but we can't consistently run the aircon with it. So that's sort of the goal, is to be able to run an aircon completely self-sustaining for as long as we want and charge the system at the same time.
Yeah, because the panels we've got at the moment, we didn't kind of take into account that they literally just fit, and the aircon unit shades part of them. The
back end of the outdoor unit shades the front of the panels. So
yeah, just that little bit to...
It's been alright in summer though, because the sun's been a little bit higher, it's a bit more direct, but in winter it sort of comes down. So depending on how we sort of park up or set up, it sort of throws it out of whack a little bit. And then when we shade those panels, they pretty much cut in half. So the 280 watt becomes, 160 pretty quick. That's in good sun as well. So yeah, we thought if we go, I've got 9 100 watt Renogy solar panels coming. So if we shade one of them, 100 watts, half of that's 50. So it'll take less of a hit if it does get shaded. So that's sort of the thinking.
We'll be able to maximise the whole space on the roof now instead of just the back.
We'll use heaps of roof space.
So I think there'll be less chance it'll be less efficient than today.
And we're sort of hoping that if we get a bit more shading on the roof with the panels, a bit more gap, the heat will hit the panel and dissipate before it gets to the fridge panel itself. And then might be a touch cooler, which would be nice, but there's always windows and walls and all the rest. So but hopefully having the awning down and just trying to keep everything a little bit cooler. Obviously the goal is to not run an aircon, so sort of see what happens. But sometimes you get caught out and it's a good 30 degrees and then all of a sudden it's 45.
And this space, it's actually pretty cool for most of the day, but then it heats up, and then when it heats up, it really retains it because everything's insulated. So in saying that, you can just open the windows and in 5 seconds it's cool again, but that's only if it's cool outside. If it's less than ideal, it's not good. Coming across from WA into South Australia, it was pretty warm. And that was, it was peaking out at about 40 every day, but it didn't stop being mid-30s until about, I don't know, midnight. So it was just stupid. So it's very hard to run aircon off batteries when, it's the middle of the night and you got no sun. So that's why we got the little evaporative cooler, just as a
take the edge off.
At middle of the night thing. So
it's just in case.
Powered.
It doesn't use much power, so a bit cooler than just running a fan as well. But that's...
But if you've got any questions about our setup or anything, just chuck them in the comments and we'll get back to you.
And we'll compile another video of all the things we forgot, because I guarantee there's heaps of them.
Yes, there will be. But cool. Thanks for watching.
No worries. Thanks, guys.